play this serious. We don't have to act so seriously, like nobody's watching, only us.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Music Mondays.
I don't know what
that made you laugh.
I don't know.
Well, while she's having a fit, I'll introduce our artist of the week. This week, we're talking about Leon Bridges.
Leon Bridges.
He's amazing. This is his album Good Thing. So it's his second studio album.
Yeah.
So
What week is this? 8? Did you say that? It doesn't matter.
Too many.
Yeah, Leon Bridges, his second album. It's really good.
Yeah.
Quite smooth. Smooth boy.
And that's all. See you later. No,
Yep.
just kidding.
That's all we got to say.
So a little bit about Leon. He's amazing. I stan.
Name Todd.
His name is Todd.
His real name is Todd. I wrote Name Todd in the notes because what else would I write about him? And then, you know, Taylor's supposed to be this major fangirl, and she didn't even know that his real name was Todd. Because Leon is also a name,
Pretty
just a
basic
regular
name.
name. But you know what? Whatever you got to do it.
He's from Fort Worth, Texas, which is where my parents live.
Nice.
So
You
that's
should
neat.
go there.
They went to a Ray LaMontagne concert, and then the next night, Leon was going to be there, and tickets were $25 for lawn seats, and they didn't go. My dad has been emailing the Leon Bridges fan club for like 6 months, and he didn't go to that concert.
Why not? Why, Dad? I'm
My dad
asking you.
also,
I'm calling you out
this
directly.
last week told me a story about he was driving in Houston with his windows down, and he was listening to his favorite Leon song. It's from his first album, and he was jamming really loud with the windows down, and this lady pulled up next to him, and he was like, she like flagged him down, and he was like, looked over at her, and she was like, what are you listening to? And he was like, it's Leon Bridges. She goes, I ain't never seen a white boy dance to Leon Bridges in the streets before. Go you. You know where he's from here? He's like, he's from Fort Worth, not Houston. She goes, Texas, it's all the same.
Texas is all Texas.
And then they just zoomed on.
That's wholesome.
Yeah, it was a nice Leon interaction.
Yeah. Music brings people together. Rainbows and happiness. Yeah.
So this album was released really recently. It was released in May,
On
May 4th.
Star Wars Day.
And
Anyway.
he signed with Columbia Records. It is his second studio album. The first album is crazy, crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's straight out of the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
I listened to River today. I cried in my office. Cried.
I could cry at every song that he releases. They're all really good.
Yeah. Yeah. So this album, I don't remember where I saw this. We're really good at citing our sources here. It was described as a variety pack of retro,
Yeah.
which I agree.
Yeah.
It's
And he adds a lot of... So people were complaining because his first album is so sick. Like, it sounds like it was released in the 60s. Like, you would never guess that song was released in 2016.
yeah.
Or that album. But people were upset because this album was more modern than his old album.
How dare he?
Ugh, how dare he grow as an artist? Yeah. So they've called this album stylistically broader because it doesn't really fit one genre. Yes,
No.
it's R&B and kind of hip hop, but it isn't.
I guess I'm gonna go down here to a little bit. This isn't my like what I like section, but it's very relevant, so I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah.
I like how there's different. I used the word narrative, not correctly really, but like you said, it fits in different genres, and there's love songs. There's autobiographical.
Autobiographical?
Yep, those kind of songs, and then there's like sex songs. There's all kinds
Yeah.
of songs.
And I even wrote that he skips like sex euphemisms and gets right to the point. Like
Yeah.
there's not like, ooh girl, this is happening. It's like, hey
Like,
bitch,
you're just-
let's fuck.
Yeah, he's like, you climb on top of me, and then I'm like, yeah. yeah. And then I was like, I heard the song first time, I was like, dude, okay.
It's a lot.
Sure.
Yeah.
That song is called Mrs., and it's all about staying with somebody because you have good sex with them, which is just not at all what I expected it to be, solely by the title, but I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Yes. Welcome back to Advice Corner with Leah Craft's Corner. So, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song is If It Feels Good, Then It Must Be.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote, fuck, I just love it so much.
F-U-K.
And it makes me...
Q. Not...
It makes me bop the best.
Yeah, bop the best. Hashtag bop the best. Guys, tweet us with what songs make you hashtag bop the best.
Oh my god, yeah.
Let's get that going. Anyway. Yeah, no, that song's good. That song is good. My favorite is Forgive You. Because it's just like, forgive you. And I'm like, yeah, you riff for your life. We stan a riff. I don't know why I keep saying that.
His voices? His voice.
All of his voices.
is so wholesome.
It is. It's not, I don't want to sound mean when I say this because I don't mean it in a mean way. It's like a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like he's not hitting the notes like exactly, but like in a good way, that like a blues way. It's like a blues note when it like doesn't get all the way there, but like it works.
Yeah.
That's him. It's great. It's awesome.
Very, very good.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just like that song.
It's a very unique album. Like this is not something, I know I've said this before about like other things, but this is not something that I think that I would have chosen to just listen to unless Taylor, like, because Taylor was like, oh, we're going to do this album. I don't think I would have just picked it. And at first, I was a little apprehensive about it. Like, I'm not going to lie. I was a little
Same.
like, do I like this? I don't really know. But then, like, the more I listened to it, like, this morning I was in the shower and I was like, yeah. So it, like, really grew on me very quickly because we had a very short amount of time to do this research. So, like, I've listened to only this album for, like, a while. But it's so good and it's so unique and it's kind of like an acquired taste.
Yeah, it's actually really weird because I hate to keep bringing up his... I don't hate to. I'm going to keep bringing up his old album.
Do what you got to do, man.
Because it is so... Did you listen to anything other than the one song that you listened to?
I have not. I've only been listening to
River.
Yeah.
So, his older album, first of all, has 15 tracks, which is wild. But, it all sounds similar.
Mm-hmm.
But this album, every song is pretty different.
Yeah.
Which is really cool to me. And they almost, like, I don't know if it's Betting Worth the Hand or Bad News, but it almost sounds a little Tom Mischy with the beat. Did you think that same thing?
I did. And I literally... Oh, I did. That's crazy that you say that. Ow. Yeah. Because I just broke my hand. Got so excited that we had that same thought.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's really cool how he changed his style, but it doesn't fit a mold. Yes, it's R&B, but it's so different. And I also love that on more tracks than one, he added, like, a record sound to it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to listen to that on a record player.
Mm-hmm. I'd poop my pants.
I would shit right here.
Right everywhere. I just had a bag of Cheetos and they would all just... So, anyway, what I like this album, I wrote it's a soft and smooth album. Okay, and I guess with me, I got a hair somewhere. It's attached. It's not attached. Anyway, so I'm all over the place today. It's soft and smooth, and when I say I was apprehensive about it at first, it's because I was like, this is kind of slow. It's not picking up. I'm like 4 songs in, and it's not picking up. And like as soon as I thought that, it was like, here it is. Yep. Here's a bop. And I was like, oh, shook to the core. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it's just really... interesting to listen to this album.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of albums tell a story from track 1 to the end and build on top of each other. But this one is just, every song is different.
It's its own story. He has a bunch of different stories. I mean, isn't it like right after Mrs., the sex song, he goes into
The story of his mom moving from Georgia to Texas.
yeah, like immediately after.
Yeah.
So that's not correlated in any way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
It's
I think that's like took a lot of creative liberty with that to
Yeah.
cover a lot of different bases, which
Yeah.
is nifty stuff.
It is nifty stuff. Retweet.
Nifty. Hashtag nifty. Hashtag bop the best. Okay. I'm done.
I like the whole dang thing. I did look up another Pitchfork review.
I know. I refrained from looking at it because it was the first thing that came up when I like Googled
Typed it
him.
in.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't.
So it actually got a 7.2, which is like a 12 in Pitchfork's book. So
Yes.
it's clearly a very good album.
They're doing one thing right. This is it. This is the only thing.
Yeah.
Pitchfork, we're still mad about the last 2 times we used you. I'm still upset about you calling Willow immature.
I need you to put like a Jenna Marbles like shake on that.
Yeah. I need to align my chakras after that one. Good Lord.
I bet that his voice is so tender and yummy.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is indeed tender and yummy. I did have a couple things that I didn't like. Georgia to Texas is... Did you write that?
I wrote Georgia to Texas.
I kind of agree with you on that. Because I saw, and I thought that I wrote it because I kind of agree.
So, the reason that I don't like it is kind of weird because he does this thing in his old album that works there, but it didn't work in this song for me, where he almost like sings and doesn't go, like, if you don't know how that song goes, word for word, melody for melody, you're gonna get it wrong because his singing melody does not match the melody of the song. Does that make sense?
It like just doesn't, it's not like cohesive.
It sounds like 2 songs playing at once.
Yeah. The song, I feel goofy now because I was like, I wrote that. I didn't write it. Taylor wrote it. But I agreed. I that wasn't my favorite. But the one very few albums that we've done have there been songs that I cannot listen to. I can't listen to Lions. I can't do it. Excuse me. I just got so choked up. This makes me emotional. He's like messing with the rhythms. I don't know the actual term for what he's doing there. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be wildly wrong. And I appreciate what he's doing and I understand what he's doing, but it makes me go like this. And it's like, it rubs me the wrong way. It sounds off. It sounds like they messed it up in my world. Mm-hmm. I know that they didn't, but like...
Yeah.
To me, it does, and I'm really picky about those weird dissonant things. Like, it has to hit me just right, or else I'm like, eek. Mm-hmm. And this one was an eek for me.
Yeah.
But that's the only song. But I mean, Georgia to Texas isn't my, what you wrote is not my favorite.
Right.
But it's fine. I listened to it. Yeah. And I was like, okay. But Lions, I, got, 30 seconds in and was like, okay, I'm going to skip this. Because it's not doing me too good.
Yeah. It's funny. Georgia to Texas and Lions are the 2 tracks that have the least amount of plays.
Well, sorry, Leon, but...
Sorry, not that the lyrics aren't good and that the music isn't okay. Like, it's fine. They just don't work for me.
Yep. It's just, I'm just annoying and picky about things, and...
So I want to go... Sorry.
Go ahead. I was done. I just said and, but I had nothing else to say.
I want to talk a little bit about how frequently his music is used in television and movies.
Really?
Yeah. So there's an HBO series, there's actually 2 HBO series that I watch that they use his music in like every episode. Crashing, it's Pete Holmes, he's a comedian.
I know of Pete Holmes, but I've never watched it.
He has a show called Crashing, and it's like about his life or whatever. But he listens to like 60s-esque music all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously he loves Leon Bridges. And so he uses a Leon Bridges song in like every episode, if not every other.
Nice.
Which is cool. And then
Promo.
Big Little Lies. Have you watched that at all?
I've heard of it.
Oh boy, he's so good.
You know about my commitment issues to
I
television.
know, you don't watch television.
I don't watch shows because I can sit and watch YouTube for hours. I have in the past, like, since you told me about the Try Guys, I have watched every Try Guys video. That's how I spend my time. It's pathetic.
Well, those videos are really easy to like have on and
They
like,
are.
be doing other
Yeah,
things.
and that's the thing. It's like I can sit and watch all of that, but it's like if I watch a show, especially a drama, it's like I have to like watch and catch details, and that is not something that I am good at because I can't focus on more than, I mean, I can't focus on anything for more than like a couple seconds.
Yeah.
It just does, I just can't.
It's a miracle that we get through this podcast.
It is.
every
I mean,
week.
you saw how the beginning worked. Nothing was funny. It wasn't. I just decided I wanted to lose my mind there quickly. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta get a good laugh. All right.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So back to Big Little Lies.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just took you off on this whole other thing. Big Little Lies.
So the soundtrack for Big Little Lies is really interesting because there's a little girl who like wants to do what I want to do basically. And she is creating a soundtrack for everything that's happening on her iPod, basically.
Ooh.
So, like, if they're in the house and music is playing, it's coming off of her iPod.
Oh,
And if
cool.
they're in the car and music is playing, she chose the music. Like, any time that the kid's around, she's the one that chose the music.
Oh, nice.
And she listens to Leon and everyone else that's cool like Leon. It's really, really interesting.
That is interesting. Is that like the narrative?
No.
Or is it just a piece
No,
of
it's
it?
about this person that died. And then there were, like, the whole time you're trying to figure out who died and who did it. We don't know who died and we don't know who did it the whole time.
Well, that's unfortunate. I don't like that.
It's a really good show.
Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe. I always say that. I'm
I
like,
need to
ooh, I'm
rewatch
going to
it.
watch that. Ooh, I need to watch that. And then I don't.
I need to
Watch
rewatch it.
anything.
You want to watch it again with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, is that our thoughts on Leon? Should we
That's
go
my
into our
thoughts on-
chores?
Yeah.
That's our thoughts. Sorry that, well, you weren't. You were very eloquent with what you said. Sorry that I was a mess
It's all right.
today. It's okay. See, okay, here's the thing. I haven't been sleeping very well, so last night I got a great night's sleep, and now I'm full of energy, and I just don't know how to control it, because I'm just feeling good. Got a little bit of a headache, but, like, it's all right.
You're
I'm
all
dealing with it. Yeah. My mom is on her way here right now in this moment. She might even be here at a coffee shop. She says, well, if I get there early, I'll just go sit somewhere. And I'm like, my mom could be here right now. Can you believe? My sweet, sweet Deanna could be here right now.
I think she accepted my request to follow her on Instagram.
You know what? We'll figure that out later. You're going to meet her in a little bit. You'll be fine.
That's okay.
I'll do it for her
Okay.
if she needs me to. So, chores. Let's do chores.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow us. YouTube. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, Anchor.
All of them.
Spotify. Okay, so our friend Amelia was like, "You should make an Instagram TV channel."
Yeah.
We haven't done that, but I'm
Do you
gonna
want
I'm
us
gonna
to?
talk about it. Do you want us to do that? Do any of you use that?
Is there anything that they want to see?
Is there things you want to see? I think it would be fun if. This sounds dumb, and this is not the place to talk about this. I think it would be fun if we started like a vlog. I know that people like hate vlogs, and I'm sorry, but
could
like
be cool.
that would be fun, and then it could be just us in our lives. Because I love
Especially-
watching people just in their lives.
Especially if we incorporated, like, listening to the albums.
It could
in the
be
vlog.
relevant.
So, like,
Yeah.
hey, I listened to it for the first time. Here's my thoughts now. second,
Yeah,
third.
it could be our
here's the
development
podcast.
of, because I mean, like, I had a lot of development over the course of this album. So if, you know, if anybody would be interested in that, let us know, either in the comments below or on any of our social medias, because we have plenty of them.
Yeah.
If you would, 1, like us to make Instagram TV, 2, like us to make any other content outside of just this.
Yeah.
Let us know if anybody would be interested. We'll get into that.
Is
So.
the janitor blasting country music?
Yeah,
It's that song. I'll take you on a back
yeah.
road.
I put the filming sign up, but they don't ever. Anyway, so we also have our Friday Faves playlist.
Yeah.
Keep listening to that. There's a lot of songs on there.
There is.
So.
This is week 8, so there'll be 80 songs.
Yeah.
It's a
Pretty lit.
decent amount of songs. And it's fun to listen to because you never know what kind of music's going to come on next.
Oh yeah. There's always it was funny, we were by the pool and we were listening to it and it was like Bon Iver and they like jumped into like some Rizzle kicks and I was like, whoa. It's just stuff like that. You know, it's just crazy how life works sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, we should probably wrap it up because I feel like I'm babbling.
This whole podcast is just a babble, but
It's okay. Next week, we're going to do Rex Orange County.
yeah.
I know y'all like Rex Orange County because who doesn't?
All our basic bitches out there.
Apricot Princess, my dudes.
Yeah.
Come back for that. But yeah, this has been great.
Good times.
Good times. We will see you all next week. Have a musical Monday. We love you very much.